And we're live on the internet.
Yes.
So, hello and thank you for tuning in. This is Productivity and Procrastination. I'm Joe. He's James, and we're on episode 24?
Sounds about right.
Dang, look at me. We're just a couple of procrastinators looking to get productive. And this is our journey to that. On that
Yes.
note, how was your week, James?
My week was not very good. Well, it was good in a way. I finished all the videos from the thing I was listening to that you gave me, and I listened to a bunch of other stuff on other people. But when I had time to do something, I didn't choose to do it. And so it was a little pondering to me because, I was very conscious of it. And I just had all this pushback. And I'm like, what's going on, And multiple days I kind of, did that. And I couldn't really figure it out until I think yesterday when I was writing about, what I was thinking in my journal on my laptop before it died. And I think I basically I've been doing all this research on all these big novels and stuff, and how to do all these things, and I think in my mind I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's great and all, but you already have one little project you want to do. You just need to do that right now. And so I think that's where it all stemmed from. And then once I just kind of thought about that, I was like, okay, yeah. I never know if I'm going to ever finish a novel. And so I think my brain's just like, hey, let's stick with what you think you're going to do first. And then if novels come, they come, but right now, I might be getting a little sidetracked. I think that's ultimately what I've concluded. Now I'm gonna focus, redirect myself again, and I think that's gonna be good. Um, I walked around like the art show thing, and I saw like people selling books, that they wrote, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bumped into a store, and somebody was, you know, like I'm assuming was the end of some author, book signing or something. So, like the very end, like they were just leaving, basically picking up their stuff. Um, and so I had some time to ponder what was going on in my own, you know, situation, and that's what I concluded. It's like, okay, well, that was a good deviation for now. Yeah, maybe every now and then, if I think of something, I'll, you know, open that up. But I'm going to define it in a different way. It's not I'm working on it. It's that's just, a side thing that I just wanted to do for fun. And and right now I'm making, the main goal the main goal. So after kind of a crappy week, that's at least a resolution in my mind to why I was avoiding everything.
Mm-hmm. So you talk about having your main goal and your side goal. what could you define what those are?
Yeah. My main goal is making my first like children's book that I wanted to do, and side goal is just you know it, writing craft.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever whenever I feel like, possibly novel, possibly I don't know, haikus, whatever I feel like. That side is everything but the main would be the side to me anyway.
Okay. Cool. My week. No, let's focus on yours a little bit more. So when you were choosing not to do it, what do you think got in your way?
I
Like
think
what?
that my brain had already figured out a logical course, and I was focusing too much on a grander, well, something that would take a lot more words. Let's put it that way. And I think it knew that and was basically telling me, "Hey, you need to change something." I think it was a pushback from something I already figured out. I already knew. I just was biting off too much right now, I think,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah. No, for sure. My weekend was pretty good, or my week was pretty good. I didn't get as much drawing done as I wanted. I did end up starting to work on a piece that I will be showing off progress on this coming next week. Theoretically, it should be done this coming next week, but it should be pretty cool, and it should be a fun piece to do and down the alley of where I want my art to go. So, and this is not a painting, like this is like a digital piece. So
No, it's interesting hearing where you want your art to go, kind of thing. That's interesting. I'll
yeah, it's like character.
look forward to. I'll keep a little bit of mystery,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking you mean by style and all that, or
No,
or
just
what?
kind of where I want my trajectory to be for my art, like what I like to focus on, and it's characters.
Oh, okay.
Characters looking cool. Illustrations
Nice.
with like a background that looks worth living in. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool backgrounds. Yeah, I had a poster on my wall when I was a teenager. There was just
Exactly.
like
The kind
some
of poster
funky.
feel. Like I want it to
Yeah.
feel like a poster. Like I want it to be something that someone's gonna want to like put on their wall because they're like, oh, that looks so cool. And I want it to be deep enough that like I want them to be able to like look at it a few different times and find something new, find some sort of correlation or an Easter egg.
Yeah, it was kind of what that poster did for me, anyway.
Yep. Exactly. So what are your plans for going forward this next week?
I think it's going to be basically to do a next step on my children's book and not focus so much on the other stuff. Yeah, so anything and everything to do with that depends on kind of, I don't want to 100% say I'm going to dive into this exact thing because I want to leave a little bit of fun, um, not to be so rigid. So I'll kind of find out what I feel like working on.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as it's towards that goal, I'll say that it's work that I think it should be done. And the other stuff, is more fun and practice. And if I write in some novel or something, then to me, it's not a total waste, but it's not where I want to go right now. So,
Yeah, I think so. What I was talking to, or I was following a certain artist who's also like basically doing the art for their own video game, and basically he's like, when I get bored of doing art, I switch over to development, and when I get bored of development, I switch over to art. And so he's always bouncing between the two. And I think there's some merit there of like when you feel stuck or you feel like you're not making any progress, having something, another project of some sort or another part of the project to work on is can feel beneficial and still like keep your brain going.
yeah, unless your brain needs a break. But other than
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so and I was really surprised about this week, but
What surprised you?
that I just did not want to do anything. That
Mm-hmm.
was it's like mentally I wanted to do it, but something was like, I'm not gonna let you get up and even go there. I'm not gonna let you. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, why not? And so I'm like, why don't I? Why am I not using this time? Why am I reaching for other things? And so I was pondering that. Um, and it just wouldn't go away. No matter what day it was and how much time I had. And so that was a big red flag to me. Like, okay, I need to figure something out. I need to figure out why. Because there's no logical reason,
Right.
in my mind right now. So once I kind of sat down and kind of wrote it out, then it was like, okay, yeah, that's why.
Do you think there's just like an overwhelming amount of stuff to do with trying to balance the kids book and then like a novel?
Not necessarily. Um, I was kind of enjoying that, the bouncing around of stuff, but it's like I believe I'm going to get a children's book done. So if I think that, and I don't know about the other thing, why not focus on the solid? That's kind of where I'm going. And maybe there's some facet of that I don't even understand yet, but once I'm to the next step, I'll know what the vantage point looks like from there, and maybe it'll change something. But right now, I'm postponing climbing the first mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's get to that mountain faster.
That makes sense. Focus on something short term, so that way you can have that momentum to push you.
Not even the momentum to me. It's just having that perspective, and having that first thing under my belt. I need to see that first before I focus on spending my energy thinking about all these other characters that have been on my mind and problem solving for that, because writing a book is problem solving to a large degree anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're doing a lot of calculating on that, and you don't even know if you're going to do that, then it
Right.
seems a little pointless. So I think my mind was just going, hey, you don't know about that yet. You're not focused on that 100%. Let's get this done. A lot of all these, I think it's just a logical thing that to do right now. Maybe after that, I'll be like, okay, well now I know this and this and this. I'm gonna do this. But for right now, I think I need to focus on my main task with all my energy. So that's going to be my goal.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, this next week I want to continue working on two different projects. I want to be painting a goat and painting digitally that piece I just mentioned. So both of those are on my docket this week, and I'm excited for both of them. Should be fun.
Nice. Did you buy?
Mm-hmm. I do. It's in my other room.
Oh, nice.
I went to
Is it
Ross,
pretty big?
and it's as big as Ross had it. So it's the
They're
biggest
pretty
one
big.
Ross had. Yeah. It's not a comfortable. I just want to hang this painting. It's like, it's a good chunk of a painting. It'll take up. I think it's like. Oh,
Yeah,
probably
pretty big.
3 feet. 3 feet by something. So it'll be a fun project. I'm excited to
Well,
show
I'm
pictures.
excited to see him.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yep. I want to take this one and practice painting on it. So that way, I make a decent painting of my other goat. Because I'm not great at painting yet. So I want to practice a little bit first on this smaller one. But yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my plan this week. That's my goals. I ended up making a program where I can open up a calendar and check off a day. Like, it'll put like an X through it and it'll save that. And that's all it does. So that way I can
Nice.
just keep track of the days
that's
I've
cool.
drawn. Yeah.
That's fun. Maybe you should have it keep track of your streak number too.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Cool. Right as you.
That's a good idea. I'll have to look into that because that sounds fun. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot to talk about this week.
Yeah, mine's pretty light, and but I feel good about it.
Yeah. And I don't think that every episode that we make has to be filled to the brim or like fluffed out. Like we're ourselves. And this week there's just not a lot going on.
Yeah.
So, you want to have any closing remarks?
Not really.
Okay. I would say, keep trying out different methods of getting things done, and do like James did, and like really think about what is stopping you from doing what you want to be doing. Like what's stopping you from doing your like accomplishing your goals? Like why did you choose something else? Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, and goodbye.
Take it easy.